Ciao guys, can you hear me? Everything's good? Just give me a little. Tell me if it's all right. You know that my streaming sucks, so but I think it's pretty fine for now. Ok, Ale, grazie mille. So, this is the last play of Project Firestart. And it's a pity because I really wished to tell more about this game, but of course, it's um it's a Commodore 64 title, so it's pretty short. Not for those times, of course, for hours. So it's okay to make in just two episodes, but um, in about 2 hours, 2 hours and a half, I really wish to bring the the other paths of this game because really there are so much to tell again aside for the best ending. So this run is focused to the details about the story and especially how your actions impact the whole gameplay. And again, that's an amazing thing that a game from 89 did back then, especially for Commodore 64, that was already pretty old pretty device for that time. So yeah, we're gonna to do some pretty bad endings, and especially the worst one. It's really awful. I'm so sorry for John and Mary every time I do that, but it's also so amazing for these times, really, guys. Again, you need to think that we're in the ending of 80s, and we're still in the fourth generation of console. For Nintendo, the third one with the NES. So it's a really great. I'm so mad, and I'm so glad that I'm bringing you this game. Also, because I don't know how many gamers are playing Project Five Start on 2025. Specialmente un'italiana, lo vorrei sottolineare, ma vabbè. Quindi, eh sì, Ale, hai visto l'anteprima su Twitter, mi fa piacere che tu l'hai vista, ma proprio è da fuori di testa quello che succede, eri veramente fuori di testa. Thanks for being here, the god. No, 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 I really don't deserve this kind of nickname. Thank you, but I am not that great. Ciao, Isabella. Thanks for being here. Okay, guys. So let's watch the prog. What is the problem? Why this glitch? Sorry guys, so you know that my PC sucks. Even for a Commodore 64 title. I'm ashamed of that. But I'm a main console gamer, so sorry. Sì, sì, ci sono poi delle altre scene veramente splatter che sono fuori di testa, ripeto, mi fanno impazzire, sono stupende. The creators of Project Firestart wanted to portray a movie, but with all the features that only a video game can bring. That's why there are so many cutscenes for those times, and the narrative is so important for the gameplay, right for this decision. And I totally love that. You know me, guys, I love when the narrative impact on the gameplay. And of course, the main inspiration was Alien. Yeah, your mission is about to take this tape with the evidence of what happened in the Prometheus starship, spaceship, sorry, and then leave. But that's the the real problem. Sì, sì, è un titolo molto di nicchia degli appassionati del survival horror. Molti dicono che il padre di questo genere sia Alone in the Dark oppure Sweet Home della Capcom, ma veramente il verissimo progenitore del survival horror è questo Project Firestart, perché ha tutte queste cose implementate nel gameplay che è davvero la base del survival horror. Quindi sì, Isabella, ti consiglio proprio di giocarci. Okay, guys, now we do a very short gameplay. We leave the Prometheus, and that's the first bad ending. You just leave. You come back. That's a speed run. That's a speed run. You're fired. I love this kind of endings. It's amazing. The end. Really, guys, it's over. I really love this kind of endings. Really, really, they're so good. Yeah. Okay, guys, I'm just joking. Now we can keep our play, but really, I really needed to mm, make you watch this this ending. But also this little joke of ending is great. It's really great because of those times it wasn't the concept of yeah, you need to do that mission, but then okay, you can refuse that. There wasn't any kind of this concept in 18th. So it's great that you actually leave the Prometheus and refuse to keep the mission because your life is more important than the glory. So really, I love the Joking Indian, especially for the survivor horrors. So great. Esatto, finisce così, è finito tutto. No, no, guys, really. Now I'm serious now. Okay, the first bad ending, or the second one that we're gonna to do now, is the worst one in my vision, because you do everything good. You take the tape, so the evidence, you save Mary, you find out who's the traitor, but then you forget something to tell to HQ, and that's so awful. So now we're gonna to get the powerful weapon of the most powerful weapon of the game because it's so helpful. So our first, the main bad ending we're gonna to do now is really the worst one. And yeah, it was the first ending that I get when I first played Project Firestart. I was so shocked by this ending, really shocked, because I really couldn't expected this kind of a realism from a Commodore 64 game. I really couldn't. Take a look to the backgrounds. They are beautiful. Ah, splatter. Ah, I love it. Okay, we have it. So, now we take the tape. Ah sì, a me date qualsiasi scena splatter, 8 bit, 2 bit e sono sempre contenta, adoro lo splatter. Sono cresciuta a pane a Resident Evil da quando ho 4 anni, è normale che sono deviata mentalmente. And of course, I want to point up again the time meter. That even if you don't do anything, the cutscene occurs anyway. Ciao, thanks for being here. Really, guys, thank you for bearing me for my bad English talking, but you're still here. For the very, very, very retro gaming that I do, but you know, to me, video games are art. So I love find also the Asians titles. Just remember to close the door. We take the log tape. The ID card. No, 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 no. Close the door. Close the door. A little trivia about the style of the monsters. That the creators took inspiration. Oh my! Took inspiration by a monster puppet of a famous store in America, but I don't remember the name. Sorry, but it's like a toy, a monster toy. Ciao ciao. Proprio ciao. Ci sono i middle ending alla Resident Evil 1, non è che non ci siano, ma più che altro sono per il fatto che tu non salvi Mary. Mary ovviamente se la salvi è il migliore, ma puoi comunque avere un buon finale anche senza salvarla, in poche parole. Quindi possiamo dire che è l'equivalente del salvare solamente Rebecca o Barry, possiamo dire così, più o meno. That I was telling that there's a middle ending like Resident Evil 1 that is about don't rescue Mary, John fiance. But you need to take the tape. È incredibilmente assurdo per l'epoca, cioè mi sciocca a me questa cosa. Io non ho più munizioni. I'm out of ammo. I'm out of ammo. No. Please. The laser plasma. I don't want to waste this weapon with... Oh, come on. There are so many of them. But here there's a little... meanwhile, Anna wakes up, and this means that we can go to save Mary. But we can do otherwise. We can refuse to save Mary just for making watch a really splatter scene and something very great for those times. It isn't just for the splatter scene, but how it was made. Ammo! Ammo! Mine. Yeah. Do you feel the survivor horror vibes? Yeah, you do. Close the door. Ok. Sì, appunto. Quando c'era arte, e questo è il puntuale. Quando proprio c'era arte nel fare videogiochi e non si rincorreva alla grafica o tutte queste cose iperrealistiche, ecco. Eh sì, sono molto simili agli Hunter, è vero, ci ho pensato anch'io, ho detto, ragazzi, questi sono gli Hunter. Okay, just give me a minute that I put the pause because the time runs in the game itself and need to organize my my path. That now we need to we get to the type, so we need to get to the third floor. Why I'm stupid? I don't know. Sì, perché poi il problema, sì, sono stupida, sono un idiota, non capisco per quale motivo sto facendo sti errori, ma vabbè, ovviamente in live figuriamoci se gioco bene, ma si tratta proprio di questo, che all'epoca, ma anche fino ai tempi fine PS2, inizio, ma proprio inizio PS3, perché dal mio punto di vista, dalla PS3 in poi, si è andato a, non dico rovinare il concetto videoludico, ma ad andare dietro alle mode, ok? Questo per me è successo. E prima c'era proprio la voglia di avere stile, avere una propria identità, fare i giochi a proprio modo. Just die already, please. Thank you. Then we can actually put the destruction system now. Again, I'm gonna to show you the worst ending. So don't follow these steps for your own play if you're gonna to do that, because this is the worst path. Sì, ma anche perché i soldi all'epoca li facevi anche proprio per la tua arte, anche per la tua visione in campo videoludico. È questo il fatto. Mentre adesso si corre veramente solo alla grafica. Cioè, dal mio punto di vista, ovviamente mio personale, la grafica doveva rimanere quella ai tempi di Resident Evil 5. Quella lì. Per me doveva essere l'iperrealismo più iper mega realistico. Era quello. Andava bene così e basta. Per quanto il motore grafico nuovo della Capcom sia qualcosa di incredibile, la grafica è veramente grandiosa, attenzione, non fraintendetemi. Ma davvero sento che abbia perso comunque parte della sua anima. È questo quello che mi viene da pensare, ecco. Preferivo lo stile anche quello di Re 5 e Re 6, a livello ovviamente prontamente e solo artistico. Ovviamente non fraintendetemi. Ok guys, sorry, I'm talking Italian a bit too much this time. So now we need we have everything now. Oh my. I'm out of ammo again. Oh my, I'm really out of ammo. I need to run away. And then we need to... Ah, okay. That's the cutscene that I'm gonna to show you about Mary if you don't save her. I really want to point out also the Prometheus location. Of course, it's not like Spencer Mansion in Resident Evil 1, but just look at the corridors, the rooms, the different chambers, and so on. Now I'm doing the circle path to avoid the enemies I met before for reaching the same location. And it's amazing that you're able to do something of that. Maybe I needed to reach the first floor for... Sorry guys, this little detail I don't remember correctly, but I think it's okay also like that. Change the weapon, change the weapon. Okay. But I haven't saved yet. Am I crazy? I'm crazy, guys. I haven't saved yet. I forgot to save. This is insane. Really insane. Also because in this game you're able to save whenever you want. And Mary died, unfortunately. An amazing splatter scene, huh? It's a work of art. Oh my. We can keep our Ross ending path. There are so many of them, really. And I'm out of ammo, so now we need to hurry because Anara will soon turn off the light. And that's so. Well, it's really difficult to navigate the Prometheus without the light. Huh. We get a little help. Ciao, 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 ho detto ciao. Oh. And now we leave the Prometheus. We put the discrete system activated. We get the tape, but we forgot to tell to HQ our position. This is a quick time that you managed to kill Anar, and this is the worst ending. The days go by, and the life support is running over. Now October the 4th, and the oxygen finished, and John literally died in the space, breathless. It's horrible. It's really horrible. It's the worst ending. It's really one of the worst ending I've ever played in a survival horror. Because really, you managed to take the tape. You managed to find out about the traitor, and you face him, and you fought against him. You managed to leave the Prometheus. You put the destruct system, but then you died because you forgot to tell HQ your position. And then they couldn't find you in the universe. And then you died breathless without the oxygen. Really, guys, I need this kind of games. This kind of features in the modern technology of our games would be so awesome. Just take to imagine this kind of features for title of nowadays. And we have just the same open world soulless games all and over again. But that's my opinion. Everyone has ours. So this is the worst ending I really wanted to show you. And then another thing that I can show you about the project Firestart. It's also about the Prometheus that we can navigate a little more about the spaceship without any particular path, just for make you watch the ancient uh, of this survivor horror main location like Spencer Mansion or the status one of Alone in the Dark, or better, the Ishimura from Dead Space. Really, guys, give me your opinion about all this that you're watching, because again, this is a game from '89, 7 years before Resident Evil 1, and 3 years before Alone in the Dark. Yeah, it's a pity that these kind of games are into oblivion, that almost nobody remembers of them, and that's such a huge pity. These are the game that really needs a remake operation, not the one from PlayStation 3 once. I really can't get how one person can do, wow, we need to make a remake from a game of 2013, 14, 15. I really can't get. I can't understand this kind of thought, really. Or again, um, the different death scene about the location. You see this box that it's full of explosive items, TNT. If you shoot to them, you died. Yeah, it's a simple thing, but at the same time, it's wonderful because you really need to think and hesitate before you shoot. Yeah, yeah, guys, I really love this kind of thing. Yeah, yeah. The let's load the save file. The danger, bloody writing. It's so creepy and at the same time beautiful. You know, guys, I love splatter scenes. So okay. Ah, this is a laser trap. Do you remember the Nemesis prototype that we faced the previous time? Well, you're able to trap him here. You just need to reach him this place, this room, and then activate the laser. Again, another way to defeat him. And I always love when the developers give to the players different choices. Also look at the screens, the different screens that are showing you the different rooms. There are all the rooms and the chambers that are in the Prometheus. There aren't some imagine for art book or something like that. There are all rooms and chambers of the game. Sì, esatto, intanto Mary sta dormendo tranquilla. Sì, ragazzi, questa è, come posso dire, una partita per farvi vedere anche le piccolezze che ha la Prometheus, che è davvero incredibile come un gioco dell'89 abbia una nave così realistica, non mi viene manco il termine in italiano, io lo voglio dire in inglese, figuriamoci, cioè non riesco manco a parlare la mia lingua madre, figuriamoci in inglese. L'astronave, ok. Questa è grave, ragazzi, questa è grave, segnatela. Cioè che l'astronave è meravigliosa, è enorme, con così tante stanze, molte delle quali sono completamente inutili. E questa è la cosa stupenda. No, come on, we're gonna have to save Mary this time. It was so horrible. Let her die. For example, see this room? This is a kind of a living room, and this is the kitchen. They're totally useless for gameplay aspect, but it's for the realism, for the atmosphere. It's great. It's really great. The Prometheus is beautiful. It's a kind of a prototype of Ishimura from Dead Space. Oh my! Okay, I really haven't expected you now. I'm leaving. Ciao. Ho detto ciao, quindi vattene, grazie. Ok. Why I took the elevator? I'm such an idiot, sorry guys. Ok. So, also for this room, another thing to point up, especially if you want to play this game by your own. In this room, you're able to get 4 different rifles. Again, in this game, there aren't any ammo, but you need it every time your weapon is out of ammo, sorry. You need to change for another one, and you can get until 4 of them. So just remember this place. Another detail that it's cute to share, it's about the 3rd floor. That it's totally useless about the gameplay from this part of the Prometheus. But see the art. It's beautiful. This is a game of 8-bit. And again, it's useless for gameplay. But you feel the universe, the space atmospheric. Something that will be explored more also with the technology, with Dead Space in 2008 for the first time. Here too? Really? Look also that non so neanche cosa siano in italiano, figuriamoci in inglese. Che cosa sono queste cose che si illuminano, che sono bellissime? But about the lightning of these devices on the Prometheus. are beautiful. This is a piece of art. Okay, I get it. I waste all my ammo here. This is art. Amici miei, this is the art in video games. Yeah, we really can't defeat all the aliens because there aren't enough ammo. Also here that there's a pool, a little pool. That again, it's useless for gameplay aspect. We can't go there yet. Remember, guys, are the details that make a great game into a masterpiece. The useless details, like these ones that are the chambers that the scientist slept, the picture on the wall. I really can't be tired to say again that this is a game from 89 in the 8-bit era. That again, in those times, the 8-bit was already old, an old technology because other consoles, Commodore 64 is a PC, isn't a console, but the Sega consoles like Mega Drive was already in 60-bit, so the graphic was already better. But just look at this. It's just a hologram. It isn't about the scenario alone, but about the lore, the impact of narrative of this scene, of this hologram. Because, of course, the science, the people that worked here in the Prometheus really needed something of familiar, something of about the Earth. And so they spend some time here about their health, their psychology, sane, mental, and yeah, it's wonderful. This kind of details in these games, and I really can't understand how some titles of nowadays triple A miss this kind of details. I really can't stand that because most of games of our times are just soulless, and I don't say this as a lady, older lady that I am, because I have a PlayStation 5. I bought it. I have several games of this for this console, but every time I have a free time and I want to really enjoy the the games, I find myself to play PlayStation 1, PlayStation 2, or even Commodore 64 titles. Ormai ragazzi non sto manco più di casa con l'inglese, quindi scusate se mi sta venendo una crisi mentale. Davvero. Grazie Isabella, davvero, ma tranquilla, fa davvero piacere, grazie per essere passata, davvero. And so that's what I really want to focus with my gameplay in Project Firestart. Now we're gonna to save Mary. I really want to. There are so many bathroom. I'm used to RPD, as Spencer mentioned that there are just one, two of them. No, chiudi la porta. Non questa, questa qua, grazie, chiudi. Chiudi. Bravo. Okay, Mary. Let's go in a play solitaire saver. But before that, let's save. All right. Mary, come here, please. I'm always amazed by thinking all the choice that you're able to do in this game. And yeah, she's like replaying an alien. Ok, chiudiamo e possiamo andare. Anzi, prima salviamo. Salvare sempre cosa buona e giusta. Ok. Mi stava aspettando, letteralmente. I closed that door, so why it came otherwise? So guys, that's what I really want to share with you. That was the experience of Project Firestart, and especially why I call it the ancient, the true grandfather of survival horror genre. Despite, again, I love Alone in the Dark, but I think the really first step toward this genre that it wasn't really conveyed in those times was a really Project Firestart for everything. That's the only spot that you can regenerate your health, so don't forget about it. Okay, guys. So in this so cute room, that they in infermeria, oh my, infermeria, ah mio, perché non mi vengono le parole? Anche se sarebbe praticamente quasi la stessa cosa, ma ok. Okay, guys. Yeah, I really want to thank you who had the time, who spent the free time for watching my streaming. I really hope you enjoyed the project Firestart. I hope that you want to play by yourself, also because it's a Commodore 64 game. Even my very, 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 very low, il mio catorcio of PC manages to run without any problems. So I really recommend you to play it because, again, it's the grandfather of survivor horror. Infirmary! Great, Seb, thank you so much. Infirmary. Infermeria in italiano, cioè, vedi, non mi veniva. Questo è grave, ragazzi. Questo è gravissimo. Lo so, me ne rendo conto. Vabbè, il fatto che me ne renda conto è qualcosa di buono, no? Beh, almeno quello. As I was talking, yeah, about the whole experience about the Project Restart. And for who loves this genre, I really can't stop to recommend it and to prove by your hands what meant this kind of gameplay for those times when there were the shooting, there were already the shooting, there were so many already the RPG titles like Sweet Home. That, yeah, I'm aware that many of you say that Sweet Home is the very first attempt to make something of Survivor, and I'm agree with that. But it's too much RPG, in my opinion, for making it a true step toward survivor horror. This title, in my opinion, belongs to Project Firestart. Because as you saw, you really can't defeat all your enemies because you're always out of ammo. You need to search for this little medikit around the Prometheus, aside for the infirmary. So it's a kind of experience that I really want to recommend you if you love this genre. Especially, again, the true survivor horror experience, the true survivor horror vibes. So yeah, if I needed to do a little tree of this genre, I put Project Restart for the first step, following Alone in the Dark, of course, from 92. And then, of course, our dearest, beloved Resident Evil. I know there are several titles like Clock Tower that really put some roots about the survivor horror. I know of that. Or also another title that I don't want to spoil you because I think that it's the next one that I'm gonna to bring you in this rubric. Let me bore you about survivor horror. So no, I'm not going to tell you this particular title. But one thing I want to say anyway. The next title I'll bring here, it was a main inspiration of another masterpiece of survivor horror. Maybe I said too much, but I really, really want to bring you this kind of titles that almost nobody knows or remember of this. because they really need to be uncovered for the creators, for us gamers, and for bothering all time with my very horrible English, for trying to improve it in some kind of way, and because I love I love talking of video games that to me are the highest view of the art. So thanks for bearing me in every way. Ghost, you think you know that? That's so curious. Yeah, yeah. Italian and Spanish have many words that sound very similar. So, yeah, yeah. But sorry, I don't speak Spanish except for me llamo, hola, yo tengo, something of that. But sorry, I'm Italian speaker. And yeah, we finished the streaming a little earlier this time, but again, I wanted to share Project Firestart with all of you, and I'm so proud of that. Also, because very few people talk about this game, just a few people, and especially the Italian ones. Also, because here in Italy, the video game medium needs to get more of a consideration, unfortunately. The I don't know how to say, but here in Italy, the concept of video games are still so primitive, so childish. So in my little corner, I I want to bring more information about the video game medium. That it's a very work of art, and it deserves all the time, all the effort of us gamers, and of course the credit to the creators. So yeah, that was the sorry, that was the last play on Project First Start. Let me know your thought about that, your reason that maybe you agree with me to tell that this is the father, the grandfather of a survival horror, or otherwise that you aren't, and tell me your reasons. I love talking about video games, also with different opinions. So I'm here, you know. And yeah, I hope to bring the new game. I don't know if I can the next week. Of course, I can't this weekend because it is Easter. So good Easter week by happy Holy Week. This is the Holy Week before Easter, and so I can't, of course, but I hope to do that to start the next streaming the next weekend. So of course, I'm gonna to tell you on both YouTube and on my main account that is X or Twitter, whatever you want to call it. You know that I'm mostly there. And nothing else to say aside that I really appreciate your support and especially your time. I really, I really don't know how. I don't know how to say thank you for that. So again, grazie mille. I hope you enjoyed the project for start. Share your opinion about this game and some comment of the next game you think I'm gonna to bring you the next weeks. Okay, guys. See you soon. Ciao.